A major development is imminent. If this is indeed the case, the Federal Reserve will be absolutely irate. Perhaps Shiba Inu is about to experience a watershed moment in its history. Incredible things were uncovered as we dug into the Shiba Inu's origin. Would you like to know? Afterwards, stay tuned for the very conclusion of the video. Do not squander a single second of it. Important notice. Just in case you were unaware, international trade is fundamental to the complex workings of our globe. The capacity of nations to trade with one another is frequently crucial to their survival and success, as nations are interconnected in a complicated web of economic ties. Just in case you were unaware, nations can't stand on their own due to a lack of resources, technology, and goods. The lifeline in this situation is international commerce, which allows countries to specialize in manufacturing commodities and services in which they have a comparative advantage and gives them access to resources and products that they would not have at home. For those who are unaware, the movement of money, goods, and services across international borders is known as international trade. The daily value of these transactions frequently exceeds $1 billion, and they happen on a massive scale. To fulfill the varied wants of people all over the world, the international trade of commodities and services is vital to the global economy. Interactions between nations' economies encourage collaboration. In case you didn't know, open doors to new prospects and help shape a more globalized economy. Additionally, they are vital in fostering diplomatic relations and increasing understanding between countries. Basically, in case you were unaware, the globe functions as a very interdependent system in which nations rely on one another for resources, technology, and products. One of the most important factors influencing the wealth and development of countries is the constant flow of cross-border transactions, which frequently include substantial amounts of money. And this is where the issue becomes apparent. International trade might be hindered by the myriad of difficulties that arise when dealing with traditional currencies across borders. The complexity of dealing with many currencies, each with its own valuation and set of exchange rates, is a major problem. Businesses and individuals alike find it more challenging to precisely anticipate expenses and consequences due to the complexity that is layered onto transactions as a result of this diversity. Also, middlemen like banks and other financial institutions are usually involved when dealing with traditional currencies, causing extra expenses for transactions and postponements. Relying on these middlemen can impair the whole process, making it more difficult for products and services to move quickly across borders. Both the transaction speed and the total cost of cross-border trade are affected by this delay. Further complicating matters is the fact that traditional cross-border transactions are subject to a patchwork of regulations that might differ greatly from country to country. International trade operations are already complicated enough without having to deal with the additional time, energy, and knowledge needed to navigate through several regulatory regimes. Crypto offers a solution in this very situation. Many of the problems with conventional international money transfers are mitigated by using cryptocurrency. The decentralized blockchain technology that underpins cryptocurrencies makes them a more open and efficient substitute for fiat money. With cryptocurrency, you won't have to worry about different exchange rates or currency conversion. Since they are a form of value that is recognized everywhere, they make international trade easier by eliminating the need to convert between different fiat currencies. International financial transactions are made easier and quicker as a result of this simplification. Cryptocurrencies also eliminate intermediaries due to their decentralized nature. Transactions take place directly between participants, without the need for intermediaries like banks or financial institutions. This does double duty. It speeds up transactions and cuts down on transaction expenses by doing away with extra fees usually connected with banking. Additionally, security and openness are guaranteed by using blockchain technology. A tamper-proof ledger records every transaction, making the history of transactions verifiable and traceable. This openness does double duty. It makes the transaction process more trustworthy while simultaneously decreasing the likelihood of fraud. Taking into account the fact that the US dollar is now the reserve currency of the globe, considering the novel features of cryptocurrencies, it is important to evaluate them in comparison to the conventional monetary policies of the Federal Reserve. Some have argued that the Federal Reserve has struggled and fallen short in comparison to the capabilities of cryptocurrencies in this regard. As the nation's central bank, the Federal Reserve sets interest rates and other monetary policies that have an impact on the dollar's value and stability. Traditional currencies, such as the US dollar, are influenced by central bank policy, such as the possibility of interest rate changes and the implementation of quantitative easing. Those who are against these policies say they have the potential to cause inflation, economic imbalances, and international financial instability as a result of unforeseen effects. Cryptocurrencies, on the other hand, function according to algorithmic and decentralized principles, and their supply is frequently limited. Some contend that traditional fiat currencies are unpredictably unstable, but this set supply should help alleviate inflationary pressures and restore some stability. The widespread acceptance of cryptocurrency, however, is the key distinction between it and the US dollar. In international commerce and finance, the US dollar is widely used and acknowledged due to its status as the principal reserve currency of the globe. Widespread usage of this currency has helped keep the current financial system stable and familiar, and it is the favored medium of exchange for many different types of transactions. In contrast, cryptocurrencies, and Shiba Inu in particular, although they are not yet widely used, they are becoming more popular. Various countries and businesses have vastly differing levels of acknowledgement and acceptance of cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies are being used for transactions by certain entities, while others are still unsure or haven't used them yet. Cryptos have a long way to go before they can compete with more established fiat currencies due to the adoption gap. The stability and liquidity of cryptocurrencies may be impacted by their low level of mainstream acceptance in financial systems and business, limiting their potential to displace or pose a serious threat to well-established currencies such as the US dollar. Cryptocurrencies are still in the early stages of their adoption, despite the fact that they provide novel features and possible advantages, such as decentralization and transparency, to become more widely used and accepted like traditional fiat currencies. Like the US dollar, cryptocurrencies must first overcome acceptance hurdles, regulatory concerns, and achieve broad recognition. Here is where Shiba Inus come into their own. The unveiling of Shiba Inu's grandiose ambition to onboard 1 billion individuals by Satoshi Kusama has stirred up both interest and doubt in the cryptocurrency community. 1 billion people is an enormous target, so naturally people are curious as to what Shiba Inu plans to do and how they want to do it. Considering there is a lack of precise details, both supporters and detractors have started formulating hypotheses in an effort to comprehend this bold goal. Shiba Inu may be working on a project to ease international intermediate trades. This is one notion that is generating a lot of interest, and this theory is based on the difficulties of conducting business across borders, especially when dealing with middlemen. Problems like lengthy processing waits are common in cross-border trades. Excessive transaction fees and an absence of clarity lead to an inadequate user experience. With the cryptocurrency industry being as worldwide as it is, Shiba Inu's efforts to simplify and speed cross-border intermediate trades would be a huge boon to companies and individuals doing business on a global scale. A huge number of people may be interested in this initiative if it presented a more practical and economical alternative to the status quo. An extensive and innovative path is implied by the billion-user ambition. One of the only hypotheses that could rationalize such an audacious objective in this setting is the idea of a solution based on cross-border trade. With the ability to shake up international money transfers, Shiba Inu might become a major participant in the cryptocurrency market, attracting users from all walks of life. The revelation that developers are actively working on a Shiba Inu stablecoin added another layer of interest to the already existing mystery. Due to the lack of new information, many are wondering if this stablecoin isn't just another entry into the cryptocurrency market, but rather an effort to get widespread acceptance around the world. An intriguing aspect to the lofty goal of enrolling 1 billion people is the idea of a Shiba Inu stablecoin, designed for worldwide usage. As an alternative to the very unpredictable cryptocurrency market, stablecoins are linked to the value of well-established currencies, most commonly the US dollar. It fits with the story of easing cross-border transactions and encouraging broad use if Shiba Inu is developing a stablecoin with an eye on worldwide acceptance. The choice to keep quiet about such a project may have been intentional. There are many technological, operational, and regulatory hurdles to overcome when developing a stablecoin for widespread use. Shiba Inu may be managing these challenges by keeping advancements under wraps until they are ready to announce a comprehensive answer, avoiding undue attention or conjecture. The crypto sector typically goes silent before major announcements, so the Shiba Inu team might use this time to develop their stablecoin concept and manage expectations. From the separate development phase come the processes of careful planning, strategic alliances, and compliance with different international regulations, all necessary for an aim at global acceptance. What this means is that the feedback loop between the announcement by Satoshi Kusama with its massive onboarding target and rumors of an international intermediary commerce initiative, Shiba Inu seems to be destined for great things. If this notion comes to fruition, Shiba Inu might lead the way in developing groundbreaking solutions for massive international trading, which would be a watershed event for the Bitcoin industry. However, how do you feel about that? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Click on one of the videos on the screen if you're interested in finding out more. Finally, the video has concluded. Give the video a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments if you found it entertaining. Regarding the YouTube algorithm, this is incredibly helpful. Please also forward this video to everyone you know. We need to spread the word about this.